What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and hope you're all having yourselves a great Monday, great start to your week. The Eagles kick it off with a little bit of a signing here. And look, some people feeling a certain way. It is what it is. Look, regardless, the Eagles sign wide receiver Zach Pascal. This is something we talked about, obviously being a possibility with the familiarity with Nick Sirianni. We all talked about this, Kevin Patullo, all that great stuff. So we have him in the wide receiver room. Now, you've got some people, good, we finally signed somebody. Then you've got other people, oh my God, this isn't a huge name. Look, this is something we talked about. We have to add depth pieces, but we still need to add a veteran presence. So I like the Zachary Pascal signing. Don't mind it at all, but still in the camp that I wouldn't mind seeing a Jarvis Landry and then going and drafting somebody. So this is just a depth piece, but let's talk about it for a second. So we had a guy, played in the league for 4 years. Obviously, we talk about being under Sirianni. We know that he likes the kid. So this is another Greg Ward in my mind. You know, he's started 44 of his 64 games he's played. So he's got some starting experience. He's also got some return experience here. I think his longest was 47, and I think he 26 kick returns, somewhere along like a 23-yard average. So the dude can actually return the ball too. So if that's something they want to possibly think about, he helps you as a receiver and a returner, and maybe a couple end arounds, some fun stuff like that. So once again, looking at him as another depth piece on this roster. This is another 3, 4, 5 kind of wide receiver on this team. We'll find out what that is, you know, come the summer. We'll see what we do the rest of free agency here and then in the draft. But for now, let's take a look at what the wide receiver room actually looks like. So you obviously have Devontae Smith, your number one guy. You got Quez, Jalen. Now you add Zach into the mix with Greg Ward. You've got guys like Arcega-Whiteside, Hightower, and Deion Kane who are going to be here this summer. But you need to add more. I mean, we can't stress that enough. I'm not somebody that's losing their mind right now on day 5, day 6 of free agency. I don't care. I'm not upset that we didn't overspend for some of these receivers. I know we tried to get a couple receivers. We tried to trade for Ridley. So there have been moves we try to make. They just didn't happen. So I'm staying patient. I get it. I know that we need to add some veteran depth here. Maybe we make a trade with somebody. We shall see what happens exactly. But signing someone does not mean we're not going to sign someone else. So this is just a depth addition, and I'm all about it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think that someone like Zach Pascal, you know, look, he's got 1,888 yards, 15 touchdowns. He's not somebody that's jumping off the page at you, but he's done more than guys like Greg Ward have here. So, I mean, he brings, he's familiar with what Nick Sirianni's trying to do, and he brings somebody he's got sure-handedness, and we've talked about, you know, this guy before, and he's somebody that actually can help you, you know, not only in the return game, but he can help your young quarterback. So I think that's what he's going to do. Not the greatest route runner, not the fastest guy in the world, but yeah, once again, kind of that Greg Ward type. So he can also help you in that return game we talk about. And we had guys like Kenny Gainwell giving it a shot last year. We should have done that way earlier. You had guys like Huntley on the roster, but not being used there. Boston Scott, Greg Ward. I mean, dear God, Quez Watkins every now and again getting a punt return. We need to revamp the return room. So do whatever you got to do. Pascal does not return punts, but he does kick return. So he adds some competition there. So at least we got something there. And I threw together a quick little highlight reel, real busy today, but threw together something real quick. Want to show it to you guys. If you want to see the whole video, you can go to my YouTube, check it out. But yes, enjoy a little Evergreen Terrace cover. What a great song. Takes me back to my younger days. But yeah, some familiar faces for Zach Pascal. And yeah, we add a little something to the wide receiver room, but we need to see a little bit more. But staying patient here, we've talked about in that Super Bowl year, we stayed patient there. Saul Rube make a post yesterday, retweeted that bad boy. Yes, let's just try to stay patient. We have missed out on some of the huge names getting paid huge money. We have talked about that. We are not going to be those huge spenders. We're going to add the key positions we need to and then focus on the draft. We got the number one pass rusher. We got the number one guy on the Eagles target list, Hassan Reddick. Let's be excited about that. Then you add some depth here with Zach Pascal, but you brought back so many guys, restructured so many things. We've talked about this. We led up to this damn free agency talking about this. So people wilding out there. Try to get everybody prepared, but you see the madness. But I was putting together a little bit of the free agent list, the guys that were available. So might be back later tonight. I might be back tomorrow with that list. We'll talk about who is left available. If the Eagles do anything crazy here, we will discuss that. I will be back with a live video for that one. But if you missed the highlight video, go check out my YouTube. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. You'll know when we're going live or when any kind of highlight video drops. But go take a gander, and you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I appreciate you guys taking the time. You're watching this later. You can always comment down below. I always get back to you guys. Truly appreciate the hell out of all of you. Hope you're having a great start to your week. Thanks again for tuning in, and as always, go Birds!